Hey there, Andrew, C1D Paintball. I've already had a couple of videos released where I mentioned it's 4 MAGFED players. The ref called us MAGFED Boys. Look at me, I'm old. I usually don't get called boy. He called us the MAGFED Boys. The other team had 5 players, all hopper. This was the first game of the day. We actually thought that we would overpower the other team because they have some experience, but we got a lot more. But as mentioned on the other videos, there's 3 of the guys on the other team would just use their advantage of the hopper, firing lots of balls at a long distance. But this is the first one of the day where we figured, we didn't know what was going to happen. We figured that we might be moving the teams around because this is lopsided. But anyway, let's actually watch the damn thing.
First year I played, they still had the fiberglass mask. I tried one for a game. It's like, you guys are crazy. I'm not wearing this. Maybe. Actually got in here.
So Killhit and I penetrate pretty deep from the get-go. And this is something we'd have a problem with the rest of the day, but we got in pretty quick here. So remember, the other team is getting used to us too. So we penetrate in deep here, and the other team's sitting back, and I've got one of the, let's call them the big 3 on the other team that's causing us fits all day. I've got them lined up in my sight, although it is still quite a distance even though I've made up some ground. I've got Killhit next to me. The only real advantage I have at this point, flexibility, is I can retreat from this position, go straight back around if I want to.
What do you see, boys? Communicate! Right? Okay. You got a line on me, though. Right out. Turn down the sun. Where is he? Hey, do you think I can get to this left or this left area?
So that's me being a bit stupid. I've never played Killhit before. This was the first game. I'm asking him if he thinks I can advance up to the next barrier up ahead. Now, I could have asked, do you see anybody? But I'm asking like he's seen me play before and knows if I'm capable of it or not. However, it is a spot to go up. Again, I'm thinking going up. And will I make it? You won't have to wait. I'm keeping you in suspense by just keep talking here. Okay, yeah. Let's see what happens.
Well, that's not what I fucking wanted to know.
So the answer to the question I shouldn't have asked Killhit, can I make it up to the next barrier? The answer is yes. I make it up here, but here's the thing though, is the barrier isn't as big I'm behind. So I went from further back, up closer. And of course, as you get up closer, if they advance on their side, they'll have a sharper angle on me. So I've got a lot more myself exposed here. But again, I'm pressing them. Me and Killhit are pressing them. And it is this very point in the game that I'm thinking, wow, if me and him can get up this quick early in the first game, we're probably going to have to switch some players because it just ain't fair. But this game ain't over yet.
Yes, sir. Okay.
So I went shh. I put my finger front up, but I went shh. The ref, as he should, needs to adjust in game if things get a little lopsided. So he's mentioning to the other team, who I mentioned seemed to be a bit on the ropes, or at least tripping out of the gate, so to speak, that you got 2 guys about to flank you here, me and Killhit. So I went like, shh, like be quiet. Just a joke, really. They know I'm here anyway. You guys seen our videos, I like to joke a bit. But even the ref seems to have in his head that maybe the teams aren't too even.
Shit, I got at least 1 on the left, maybe 2. 2 left. I'm not going to hit the kid in the top of the head. Plus, I can't make the shot.
I mentioned that I don't want to hit the enemy player in the head. It's the first game of the day. Again, I'm judging by this early few minutes of this game that, you know, they're not that good, so I shouldn't pick on them. We already got a guy retreating off the field here. So, look, in about 30 minutes, 20 minutes even, I'm going to think a lot differently than wanting to take mercy on these guys.
One in the coolant bin.
Okay, I'm feeling so confident here. Spare I can go around the left or the right, and I've spotted a couple of the enemies, see them popping in and out. Feeling so confident, I stand straight up, out from behind the barrier, and I'm just looking around, almost daring them to hit me. Things are going so well, why the hell not, right? Now, not being cocky. I'm being confident. Am I maybe taunting them to try to shoot me? I feel I can get away with this. Again, I swear, in my head it's like the team's going to be mixed anyway. I might as well have a little fun here. Not disrespectful fun, like saying the other team's bad or anything by standing up like this. Maybe draw their attention. Maybe they can get me. And, you know, the way things are looking, that might be the highlight of their day. But it wasn't.
I don't know where their fourth is, though. Well, I am in a bad position.
I already mentioned that maybe I shouldn't have gone up to this barrier so close ahead because I kind of a sharper angle, not as much to hide around. I got an enemy to my left who I'm kind of going cat and mouse with. Now on the right side, which is the side that really I'm a little exposed if they advance in the middle, I hear Connor, who's been in the back with Matthew up to now most of the game. He's calling out people on the right, and him and Matthew are aggressively starting to run up. They're not getting up as close as me and Killhit are, but they are advancing up.
Yeah, I know. Whoa, he's got an angle. Swing right. Don't hit me in the face. Oh, hi.
Now, I did take a look to the left. The enemy I saw before, he's still there, and he's even dug in and really focused on getting me out. But then I kind of lean over to the right, and I spot an enemy, and me and him are both dumbfounded at each other. Like, what are you doing there? And he's like saying the same to me. Hey, what are you doing there? We both all of a sudden snap out of it. He fires a couple of shots. I fire a couple of shots. I try to fire a couple of shots. I miss on the first one, then my lock bolt, because when my magazines are out, instead of shooting air, it locks. So it kind of like tells me to change my mag. Well, I don't get to fire the second shot because I lock up. The enemy player gets me on the wrist, and I am out of there.
Hit! Coming out! Do not hit me, I'm old and fragile. Right in the wrist.
All right, from the sidelines, I watched the rest of the game. We keep the other team pinned a little bit more in their zone, but late in the game, one of their guys on the side that I was defending before I got knocked out, he runs up, does a really big flank, and takes out our team. Honestly, I figured, oh, that was a lucky move. We got too complacent. So not lucky move, like, oh, you got lucky, like disrespect, but it's like, oh, you know, it's not that great. He made a good move though in that, but you know, had we been a little more serious, wouldn't have let that happen. But the subsequent games will show that, and already a couple of videos released, that in fact these guys had some talent behind them. And that's it. That's it for this one. There will be more. There's always more. At least for now. Go out there, have fun. Look, if you're playing with lopsided teams, and maybe the ref seems like he doesn't quite want to change it, give your opinion. I know some guys like to go out there and dominate, and you can do that for a game or two, but it's just it's no fun for, you got to have fun for both sides. It's because if you're rolling over everybody, and I've said this in many videos, mostly in the past, it's about time I brought it up again. If you don't make it fun for the other guys and you're a regular at the field, they won't come back. And you won't have anybody, you won't have as big of a pool of players going out there. Fields need players. Show them respect. Try to keep things as even as possible. Communicate. Let the ref know what you think, by the way, when they're selecting teams. Like, you know what? You know, if your team's a little OP, maybe suggest switch things up a bit. Usually the ref knows, but if maybe you're new in a field and they don't know that you and your 4 buddies are really good. Anyway, little things like that. Keep it in mind because it's all about having fun. Remember, at the end of the day, it's just a game.